on Revelation for Life. I said that God desires to give us knowledge, but we have to be led by Him in the pursuit of this knowledge. I said there are things we simply cannot understand as humans because God's mind is so much higher than ours. I encourage you to lean on God's understanding instead of your own and allow Him to direct you in what knowledge to pursue and what knowledge to leave alone. Today, I want to look at the danger of relying on your own knowledge. Stay tuned. Revelation for Life is coming at you. Last episode, I quoted lots of people whom we consider to be or to have been very intelligent. A lot of them basically agreed that there are a lot of things we don't know or don't understand. Now that in itself is not a problem. Our minds will never reach the equivalent of God's mind. So naturally we have to accept that there are some things beyond our comprehension. When we become fixated with the need to understand everything, we run ourselves into problems. When understanding becomes paramount to our lives, we close ourselves off from accepting anything which we can't understand or which doesn't make sense to us. But your refusal to accept something doesn't change the fact that it is so. Immanuel Kant said, I had therefore to remove knowledge in order to make room for belief. I had therefore to remove knowledge in order to make room for belief. There are certain things that you will never believe until you throw your understanding through the window. For example, I revealed in my last episode that hot water freezes faster than cold water. This goes against our knowledge of science. But here's the thing. Not believing it doesn't change the fact that scientists have tested and proven it to be true. So you're presented with two options. You can hold to your knowledge and remain ignorant of the truth. Or you can let go of your knowledge and become more enlightened. The same is true for things of God. We can let go of our knowledge and accept the supernatural, or we can hold on to our knowledge and miss out on much greatness. Sadly, too many of us take the second option. We hold on to our knowledge and miss out on so much. Jesus was out there healing the sick, raising the dead, etc. But when Jesus went back home to Nazareth, his own people didn't really benefit from his awesome power because knowledge got in the way of belief. Mark chapter 6 says, Jesus left there and went to his hometown accompanied by his disciples. When the Sabbath came, he began to teach in the synagogue, and many who heard him were amazed. Where did this man get these things, they asked? What's this wisdom that has been given him? What are these remarkable miracles he's performing? Isn't this the carpenter? Isn't this Mary's son and the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? Aren't his sisters here with us? And they took offense to him. If you look at verse 2, they acknowledged that he was given wisdom. They acknowledged that he was performing remarkable miracles. But when we look at verse 3, their knowledge of who he was kicked in. The knowledge available to them didn't add up to what was being presented, so they took offense and rejected it. Mark chapter 6. If we continue to read from verse 5, it says, he could not do any miracles there except lay his hands on a few sick people and heal them. He was amazed at their lack of faith. Jesus was doing miracles. That's a fact. But they were unable to benefit from that fact because they chose to hold on to their knowledge. We can miss out on so much because we hold on to earthly knowledge. In many cases, the things that are most profitable and most powerful are the things that go against our knowledge. This is why we have to be directed by God and His knowledge and not our own knowledge. Last episode, I read Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. I want to add verse 6. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Verse 5 begins with the word trust. This word is defined as firm belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. Trust has nothing to do with knowledge, just belief. That is why it says to trust with all your heart and not your mind. The verse is telling you to take your mind out of the equation. That is what lean not unto thine own understanding means. Understanding is contained in the mind. Take that out of the equation. Don't lean upon your understanding. Verse 6 tells us that when we acknowledge God in everything we do, He will use His knowledge to direct what you do. So you don't need to understand as long as He does. You're leaning on His understanding for the things He has not or cannot reveal to you. You don't have to attain His understanding to be led by it. So for the things that have not been revealed, for the things you are still in the dark about, get your mind out of the way and trust God. In our next episode, we'll be looking at some stuff that you definitely have to trust God for. Be sure to tune in. But until then, this is Revelation for Life. Coming up on Revelation for Life, I'm going to be tackling some big topics like heaven and hell. I'm even going to tackle the existence of alien life before the end of the season. Keep it locked. This is Revelation for Life.
Visit us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, Monday to Saturday at 8:30 p.m.